Hi everyone, I'm a firm believer in showing, not telling. So in this video I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about the flywheel that is available to us on the Flex Perpetual platform. It will lose some of you, there's no doubt, but I'm going to try my level best to make it as easily understandable as possible. Now I'm here on Flex Perpetual site, app.flex.trade. And these tabs here is going to show you portfolio into trade, and then these tabs here is when we claim those seed investments and the FLP that we put into the surge and all this kind of other tokens. There are quite a few tokens to get our heads around, so it's not just a single token ecosystem, multiple different tokens getting to work here, and we need to understand exactly what they are to enable us to make the best decisions for the project. Right. This is important here because this is the price of their governance and reward token, FDX. That is the main token of this specific protocol, Flex Perpetuals, the trading platform. Okay, so this is important to be looking at. This is also important for us to be looking at because there's lots of different moving parts. We've got all these different things. What the hell are they? Let me go through it. So the FLP. The FLP is what we provide to those people who are trading long and short contracts. Because when they trade long and short contracts at leverage, they need additional funding. We are providing the additional funding. And you can see there, we have provided over $4,800 currently at its current pricing to those people that are going to be trading long and shorts, right? So that's just for them to use. In return for us giving that to them, we are paid a percentage back to us. And you can see there, currently USDC, we are getting 9%. And the ES FDX APR is 37%, giving us a total APR of 40-odd%, right? Total APR 40-odd%. So this needs to actually update. It's a little bit behind. Maybe if I just refresh this, this will update. But don't worry too much about that. We are then getting some ES FDX and some USDC in rewards. I hope that makes sense. These are transferred across here, and we can claim them, right? So when we get these rewards coming into this little pot here, they come across here, and we can start claiming them. The next one down is ST, stands for staked. So staked, FDX, that's the one we've been talking about, LP, liquidity pool, yeah, so liquidity provisional liquidity pool token. At the bottom here, we've got version a VAMM, which is automated market maker. Don't worry too much about this part, right? This automated market maker part. Don't worry about that. What we want to look at is here. This is the interesting part. It's FDX, woohoo, this one, and the wrapped native. So wrapped native would be F. So what you've actually got here is you've got a pairing of FDX, this one, and the native coin of the base network. We're on base. That's showing you there, signifying there. FDX and ETH, because that is the native coin on base network. It is ETH. So that's what that pair is. If we provide that, we get a representation of these two assets, and it's called staked FDXLP. Right, that's what that token is. It's the combination of those two. Because we can have some in our wallet, and if we're not staking it, we won't start getting these rewards. You can only get the rewards when you are staking it here on this side. Okay, now I've got some personally. This is what we're deliberating. Do we buy some? Because you're going to come across here and go, wow, 25%, 25,000% APY, annual percentage yield, not annual percentage rate. We'll come on to that. That's super cool. 550, just a little over APR. An annual percentage yield is compounding intervals. This is worked out on the daily. So this is taking your rewards, putting them with your capital after day one, and then staking and restaking like that. So 365 times across a year period. If you do that, then you would get 25,000%. Of course, this is fluctuating. This is fluctuating on many variables. This is fluctuating on how much is staked in here. The more that's staked in here, of course, the rewards have to get shared out across more people. This will come down. And this will come down. It will come down to maybe somewhere 30-40% in that region I'm anticipating we'll see this settle down into. But currently, 500 odd percent. To give you an idea, 500 odd percent, if we're putting a $5,000 position here, then 500% of $5,000 is $25,000 in rewards on $5,000, right? You get the idea. 500%, 5x rewards on that, which some people would say that's really good. What we must understand is because these are two volatile assets here, when I say volatile, they'll go up and down in price. Yeah, these two. This will also affect our value of staked, won't it? Because our value staked will go up and down in price. And this will also affect this because there'll be more or less. So this will affect this percentage. That while there's less in here from people staking, the APR and APY will stay higher. When there's more, this will come lower. So the more people that we let know about this, this will come down. That doesn't mean keep it secret, because the more traders and the more users of the platform creates more fees, and more fees can also mean more percentages, such as up here when we come on to this one with the USDC. Okay, the rewards are paid out in a non-liquid asset. What I mean by that is you can't run off to the nearest DEX and trade that for a specific other asset, for USDC, for ETH, for whatever you want to change it into. You can't do that because it has an ES in front of it. The ES signifies escrowed, meaning that this has to go through a vesting period of 12 months before you can do anything with it. A lot of people say, well, that's a bad thing. But it's not actually a bad thing. It's a really good thing. It's a really good thing because it stops people dumping the reward token, which of course then brings this price down, because if you dump this token onto the market, it's going to take the price down, which means then this position loses value. We don't get as much APY rewards, and the whole thing's a little bit messy. But why this is vesting over 12 months, people can't sell it. So to buy this FDX, we have to go to the open market to buy, to come into this pool, or we have to have bought tokens at the token generation event, which we didn't. We bought them at seed stage to get them super cheap. I'll come on to that in a second. So you can see here now, there's a little bit of thought required, because this price here signifies FDX. If more people buy FDX to put into this pair and goes into this pool, the price will go up, right? Because more people are buying it. If people are starting to sell FDX and come out of this pool, the price will come down. So it's volatile. So that's why nothing here will stay static. You'll come on an hour later and everything will have changed. An hour later, everything will have changed. But we have to be staking to be getting a reward. Let's move down. We now have the ability to, bear with me, excuse me. We now have the ability to stake the rewards that we have earned. We have this $4,800 position in FLP, providing the ability for those traders to have the extra liquidity, yeah? And we're paid for that. So we can take this over here, we can claim it, and when we claim and compound, you can't just claim. Yeah, you claim and compound, it puts it straight into here. Now, each one of these ES FDX tokens, as I've already said, is just one of those that we can't get at for 12 months. So what we are doing then is we're staking this and thinking we may as well earn some rewards at this amount, okay? So we can see here we're getting some USDC and we're getting some ES FDX APR. So we're earning more ES FDX and more USDC. The USDC comes straight into our wallets. So we're earning a few pence per day, right, on USDC that's going straight into our wallet. It's not staking in, but we're getting these flex points. And the flex points here, people, are exactly 1-to-1 of one of them. So as in this here, we have a flex point that will then start earning rewards, and those rewards we can collect here, come across here, we can claim and compound, they'll come back into here, and this will start growing. You can see I've already claimed $6.85 worth of escrowed FTX. We've already made $6.85 in a day. That's nice, right? $6.85 coming in per day. So let's just say $7 over the space of a week is $50. You know, over the space of a year is $2,500 or something like that. Right, so that's nice that we're getting. But we're also now starting to earn rewards on our rewards. This is our rewards. This is the rewards on top of the rewards, right? Because we're staking this up. Finally, we have this bottom part here. This is earning us, and this hasn't kicked in yet. That's the reason why it says naught. We are earning platform fees from our FTX tokens, again, that we had bought, and I don't know why they've got the L in front of it, but this just means they are the ones from the seed round. If you bought at seed, we are not getting these for 6 whole months. Then they are being released to us linearly for the next 18 months. So we will be 2 years before we get all of these tokens turned from LFTX into simple FTX that we can take to the exchange and sell.